If you've ever searched up the keyword money and you know what YouTube is, chances are you've probably heard of Iman Gadzhi, the guy who absolutely took over the make money online space and at this point in time currently owns a 9-figure personal brand. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. And what I'm going to share to you in this video is the entire breakdown of his playbook, step by step, every single system that he uses and what the big picture of his funnel looks like that allows him to maximize his potential on social media. This system consistently generates Iman 300 million monthly impressions, multiple revenue streams from digital and physical products, and a sophisticated content ecosystem that converts cold traffic into high ticket sales almost on autopilot. So stick around because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be showing you exactly how Iman intentionally built a 9-figure personal brand and sustainable content ecosystem that has multiple layers to it. All right, so here we are on the board and we can see Iman's entire content ecosystem and funnel. And so let's get into it. So in the first place, we have at the very, very top of funnel, Iman's podcast. And so Iman's doing podcasts with hosts who have the audience demographic I want to reach. And so these all funnel back into my content ecosystem. So at the very top here, I guess he's just going for really, really popular, well-known, podcast hosts in the business niche to basically, reach that demographic that, he probably wouldn't be able to reach maybe on his own. And so maybe that's the reason for this in the first place. And so now, if we get into his real, personal funnel, like his content alone outside of podcasts, right now, we'll start over here with short form. And so Iman's short form strategy is pretty interesting. What he has is multiple different short form pages. And so if you look at his personal account, he doesn't really even post content there. And I think that the main reason behind it is because he doesn't exactly want to destroy the vibe and the quality of his main Instagram page. And so his main Instagram is mainly dedicated to really high quality pictures, showing the lifestyle, so that he doesn't come off as needy or anything like that, because he has these other pages that are associated with him, but they're not his main accounts, which is pretty powerful. And so what I'm talking about when I say that here is, you can see right here, we have Iman G clips, Iman Gadzhi Reels, another Iman G clips. So these are the same ones, but you can see how they would funnel back, because you can see right here it says follow Iman's main account, official Reels account of Iman Gadzhi. And so so that's on the Instagram side of things. But then if you go to YouTube, you can see that Iman has multiple shorts accounts. So the same exact thing. And the reason for this is because obviously shorts is to reach the audience in the first place, right? It's to reach the mass volume of people, the most people that you can. So he does the same thing with YouTube Shorts. You see it does the same thing here with TikTok, right? He has Iman Gadzhi clips, motivation. And so if you look over here on the side note, 300 million monthly impressions. So obviously this tells you something about short form. Short form is where you're getting the majority of your audience. You're getting the traction, you're getting the traffic. So now if we zoom out, we can see that this goes into its own funnel. And so what I want to do though is we'll jump back into here. And so like I was saying, we can see how this right here, the Instagram clipping accounts, the short form accounts, we can see how these obviously funnel into his main account. All right, so these funnel into his main account, and now they're really in his personal brand. And so from here, people can go over here to directly to his more private Instagram account, where it's a bit more of like a selective and a exclusive vibe going on. It's pretty sure it's still a private account, and so they can be funneled here, where I'm pretty sure it's either in his bio, or either he follows it, or maybe time to time he posts on his main story, but he's very sneaky about it. So that goes over to here. You're in this part of the funnel, and this is, you can see right here, qualified audience. And so that's why it's a private account for agency content, right? This is where he's selling his like B2B kind of agency help, basically a program for agency owners of any type. And so you can see that he qualifies them, and he generates these leads through mainly through his story posts, right? Because this audience is so engaged, and they feel more personable of a connection. And so from here, it looks like they get into a DM setting process. And it's funny, I actually did this myself, and I received a DM from him when I was accepted. And so he has a DM setting process. It looks like it's a sales development representative setting process. It's basically a setter. And so it's basically, this means it's like the first person to speak with the buyer or the prospect, to kind of get to know them, to warm them up. So they go through a setting process. And from here, it looks like then they can, be added to the CRM. the CRM trigger, they get their contact, they add them there, probably after getting the lead magnet. Check branches in order right there. Okay, so now I want to come back over to this though, because this is more of a quick funnel. All right, this is a little bit faster pace. If you get to here, it means that you're qualified for one of his offers. It means you're his ICP for this content, for the agency content offer. And so a lot of people though in his audience aren't exactly that. They're not agencies doing like 20 to 50K a month. I'm pretty sure that's his ICP for this. And so I'll get back to what that looks like. But if we come over here, we see that his YouTube shorts actually funnel somewhere different because it's on YouTube, right? So it's going to funnel to his main YouTube account where a huge amount of his success can be attributed to. So we can see here, we have exclusive SMMA content, right? Before going broad. And so looks like in the first place, you have more kind of video sales letters, more about, SMMA, because that's the biggest offer he's pushing. And so now you can see he gets more broad when you look at his just his main YouTube. And so this must be either a playlist or this must be kind of what you see when you come from his shorts. And so when you get to his main page though, you can see that he set up multiple different types of content. And so he has growth content, which you can see right here is more of like the really kind of basic stuff. Like I'm pretty sure, let's see, this one right here, like 7 AI tools that will make you rich. So it's growth content because it's very broad, right? It's very broad. It's going to get the most views, but it's not exactly salesy. It's kind of just to attract the audience, right? It's kind of like the top of funnel content. But we see here, we have nurture content as well. So this looks like day in the life of a young millionaire, right? This looks like I bought a supercar, gave it away. So this is kind of like more lifestyle, like nurturing, showing off. And the growth content's more about getting more eyeballs. And so it's going to reach more people. The nurture is more about like his personal life. And so you're going to get nurtured if you're that far into knowing about him, into his funnel. Next thing here is going to be, you get driven to this 7 A's that will make you rich. And then it looks like from this video, we have descriptions. And this is where we actually get into the YouTube funnel. And so it's something he calls the video chain. But it's crazy because we're looking at a big funnel right here, but there included in the mix is a funnel within a funnel through YouTube alone. And so what this looks like is basically starting with a video like this and then sending people down basically a rabbit hole of videos, right? So you can see that once you are here, you can get into here, or you can go here and look, that gets you into a video chain. Best businesses to start. I believe that's probably a playlist. No, let's see, that's a video. And so he's giving you different options. You can either go here or you can either go here. It depends on what offer you're more interested in, right? So this is more of a low ticket, I believe. And this is more of a kind of the high ticket. So we'll see once we get down here though, because we can see that if you take this route of the description, it's going to take you to Digital Launchpad Flywheel VSL. So basically, this is a video sales letter, right? It's a bit more salesy. He's talking about what's going to make you a millionaire, and it's Digital Launchpad, right? So this is the low ticket. It's a flywheel because people just keep coming here organically, right? And so from here, it's gonna, you've already gone through the whole VSL. You've been nurtured through it. So now you have a sales page, and so through the sales page, this is kind of the end of the road for this journey. This is where you buy. You can see right here, WhatsApp, email, failed payment automation. So if it doesn't go through, there's an automation to get that. So payment failed. You can see copy phone number to WhatsApp, set failed payment product. This takes you all the way down to here so that they're really securing something. And if you opt out of the emails, it looks like, you're just in different flows, different sequences, none met. It looks like this takes you to, once again, like you failed the payment. So they're basically like kind of retrying, sending you multiple WhatsApp messages. Let's see, same thing. Looks like they're just kind of trying to send the error retention workflow. It seems like they're really just doing everything they can to really get that payment. That's their failure rate. So unheard of in our industry thanks to the above process. And so it looks like they run through a really, really tedious process for when payments fail. Right, because that's a easy excuse for a lot of people to just back out. But it looks like they're able to track this metric, and they put you into a really gnarly sequence and flow of hitting you with messages and retrying that payment to get that keyword retention, right? So That's kind of the end of the road for this route for Digital Launchpad. And so if we come over here though to this other VSL, if you're more of like the, you're really onto the whole SMMA thing. Like, so it's funny, the way his products work, this is more of like a broad product. Like you're just trying to become a millionaire. You're just trying to become rich. That's better for this. This is more if you're like glued to SMMA. So you really want SMMA. And so the best business model to start in 2024, you can see that this, is the infamous Iman video. It's been his video sales letter forever. You can see right here, it netted him 20 million. He basically talks about like 7 or so different business models, and then obviously pitches SMMA as the best business model to start. So from here, we can see that this takes people to this link in bio right here, to educate.io, which is his education company. Basically, it's like the parent company, I'd assume. And so that takes you to a sales page for this right here. So Agency Accelerator, sales page leads, now enter my sales ecosystem. So they're in his ecosystem. Basically, this is for Agency Accelerator. So this is more if you're more glued to like SMMA. You can see there's a couple paths for this. Once you get to the second VSL for Agency Accelerator, self-checkout or discovery call. So since it is a bit more higher ticket, they're obviously going to offer a call. So it looks like from here, if you go straight here, you get cash collected, or you go into a cart abandonment flow. See, one of the biggest takeaways here is that he doesn't leave anything on the table, right? He's capitalizing on literally every single possibility, every single outcome. And so cart abandonment flow looks like this takes you to call booked, pre-call flow, to warm them up more, right? Calls closed, cash collected, or just cash collected right there. Basically from the flow. They're like, hey, you forgot this. So the next thing here, if you were to book a call, it looks like you get a qualification flow, not met. So then basically cart abandonment flow, and then a qualification flow takes you to a call booked, to a pre-call flow, cash, or you might just have the cash collected right here if you're in the cart abandonment. And then this takes you to call closed. And then at the very end of this, it takes you to Agency Accelerator, which it looks like is basically just members are funneled to my software company, FlowZ. So this is what Agency Accelerator looks like, I guess. And so basically it's crazy, his product suite, because he has so many different products to cater to, basically the same thing, but there's levels to it, right? And so Digital Launchpad, if you're very, very beginner, that's best for you. Agency Accelerator is more if you're further along and you know that SMMA is the path for you. And then if you're crushing it in SMMA, why not buy into FlowZ, into a software that's going to help your SMMA do better, right? And so next thing here is the FlowZ. How to select and buy your domain. And so I guess FlowZ has an option to do that. And obviously, look, you can build your website in FlowZ, create your client space in FlowZ. So you can white label this for your clients, I guess. And so it makes it so people are like, I'm already here, and they're already being nurtured. So they're being sold to after already buying into this kind of mid to high ticket product. So then they're in FlowZ. He has 40,000 FlowZ users, all acquired at negative cost per acquisition, right? Because he didn't spend anything, no time or money to acquire them. This is just a SaaS product, and it's just within this other product, right? So people are just opting into it because they're being nurtured that way, because they've already bought, and because at the end of the day, it's probably a good product. So that is right there. Looks like we covered the Digital Launchpad and the Agency Accelerator funnel, how that works. But what we didn't do is basically, let's see, at the top of this list, where TikTok takes you. So TikTok takes you also to his main TikTok account. That sends you to YouTube. That sends you to Instagram, to the same funnel right there. And got it. So one thing that we missed is right here. We can see that if you're an Iman Gadzhi fan, if you're watching all his videos, you're likely to see this account, right? Iman Gadzhi Extended, which is more about his lifestyle, more of like a vlog channel. And so you can see on here, he's got a whole separate funnel, and I think it's a bit more simple. But basically, this is going to all take people to, it looks like a universal VSL, video sales letter. And he's once again pitching the SMMA. And so this is his main video for it. My exact SMMA client onboarding roadmap. So it looks like maybe as a series of these videos actually. And so these are taking you to descriptions where you have agency accelerator links once again. And so you're here, the winning niche. And so it looks like these are lead magnets right here. So he's making videos with a lead magnet with a free resource. This takes and puts you, takes you to the sales page. Also, you're now in their, you're now in their nurturing flow because they have your information. And so you can see right here, collecting lead information for, SDRs to hit. For setters, right? They're going to call them, they're going to text them, warm them up, basically. Next thing, once you're here, you download it, and let's see what happens. They can, they're already pushing the discovery call to throw you back into this funnel here. You've just gotten there a different way, right? But you're still nurtured. The other option, if you are to just get the tool, you don't want to speak to a success manager, you don't want to buy into anything, is basically process for leads who downloaded the resource but don't book a call, right? Once again, they're in the CRM, contact added, SDR, can still hit them up because they have their contact info. And then, they have this locked, but, they're going through some sort of a call, they're booking them on something, and then they're getting cash collected through their sales process. And it all leads back to Agency Accelerator, which ultimately leads to Flowzy, right? And so that's Agency Accelerator. That's Digital Launchpad. And one thing that it looks like isn't mentioned here is the fact that Digital Launchpad could probably easily and naturally flow into these higher tickets, right? Because this is like a course. This is like a series of different very basic courses. It's very low ticket, but I wouldn't be surprised if these people eventually end up getting funneled into Agency Accelerator and then ultimately start using Flowzy if they determine that SMMA is the best path for them, because there's multiple gurus in here teaching different things. That's kind of what Iman did here with this product. And so we can see this is basically Iman's digital products and online program funnel, right? And we touched on this. We have this is a very, very higher ticket B2B for agencies that are already doing well. This is more so all of his B2C, but then we can see up here that he's also running an X funnel. So if we come over to his Twitter funnel, we can see he has his main account. So he has Iman Gadzhi main account, and then he has all of his different tweets. So let's see where these main tweets take people. So what happens here? We can see that he's promoting his physical product companies on here. And so it looks like the main purpose of X for Iman is for promoting his physical product companies. And so we have Big Day, right? His energy drink company right here. And then we can also see how Iman Gadzhi has another account right here called Unscripted. And so Unscripted, I guess, is more so his vlog channel. So this other one right here wouldn't be a vlog channel then. This is more of like a extended value. This is like really centered all around SMMA. So it's only talking about SMMA. It doesn't seem like there's anything else, but we can see that Unscripted, which might just seem like a genuine vlog channel, have fun. It also is not guesswork. It also, there's a plan behind this, and we can see that it's showing off more lifestyle. It's more about being tailored to his physical products. Products featured in videos right here. We can see Gadzhi, his glassware company, is being promoted here. He has videos about Big Day. We can see right here, he's mentioning Big Day, which is also somewhat of an app. There's a workout feature as well with an app, and then he's directly promoting links to purchase his products just through the description of these videos. And we can see that this takes people to Big Day and it takes people to Gadzhi, which are more of a long-term play for him, obviously, right? Because he's building the enterprise value here. He's building physical products because he can. All right. So while these are probably more lucrative, he's making more off of the online programs with the digital products. These are more of long-term plays here, which while he grows a huge personal brand, are going to yield really big outcomes. Now, this is just about as perfect as an example can get for how you can build a personal brand on social media going into 2025 and monetize to the fullest extent. You can see firsthand from Iman's success that doing this the right way can literally yield up to 9-figure results. And that's why going into 2025, this creation of content ecosystems is going to be the biggest determining factor of who falls off and who stays in the game. It's going to be what separates people with dominating personal brands from those struggling to get even 1,000 views and gaining 0 sales. And that's why the biggest focus in my consulting and agency business is not only building this content ecosystem for myself, but implementing this into my clients' personal brands and businesses as well. So if that sounds like something that you could personally benefit from, I'll leave a link below where you can apply to work with me and my team so we can dive a little bit deeper into your business and find out more about what exactly it is you do. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.